Food fight, step up to the mic, calling out the food you love and you don't like. 2 plates enter, 1 wins the fight. Who's got the flavor? Food fight, decide.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the FoodFight podcast, the podcast where we debate foods. This is season 2. Season 1 was very successful, and this one we're going to have bigger and better debates. So, as you've noticed, we have a missing person. You're wondering, where's Dan? Dan's actually taken this season off, not because he's crying after the heavy loss he's taken, but his life's busy at the minute. He's got a lot going on. So this season we'll be having guests. We'll be having all different. So that means bigger and better arguments, more debates. Wayne Richardson is our first guest. He has just left this, but I've noticed that we didn't switch on our mics for the first couple of minutes. So I'm recording this now to apologise. And what we're going to do, we're going to cut straight into the argument. What you did miss, though, is what I've just said. And Wayne was telling us about us. But some of them videos, some of them comments you'll see in the future down the line when he comes back. So I apologise, and we'll get straight back into the debate. Yeah, well, Chippies are mainly, say, 11:30 till about 2. Then they will shut because they will be open from 4 till 9, 10. Where I do know some bakeries are open at 6 in the morning, and obviously in the petrol stations they stay open later. Not the ones near us, but that's mainly just Greg's. What I don't like about a bakery is you either get it piping hot where you can't eat it. You've clearly had a sausage roll at a bakery where you've ate it all the inside of burnt your mouth, or you go to like a Greg's, for example, which I did argue for. You get a lukewarm sausage roll, and so majority you get at times either cold or lukewarm.
See, I'm someone that likes lukewarm, like my food lukewarm, so
it's
ideal for me.
I don't mind it, but it's more cold than it is warm, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't mind half an hour out of the oven, just sat there to let it cool, but this is like sat there for a few hours, not under a hot bake, like a hot tray or nothing.
I know what you're saying, like with like sausage rolls especially, it's like if they've been sat there all afternoon and they're not warm, then it does spoil it because like the pastry is not nice, but that's just like a little speed bump in the road of a smooth journey for me.
So what I would say about your bakeries, you've smashed us on cakes. You've got the best desserts going. We, as a Chippy, don't really do. You get banana fritters. I think that's about it. But depending on what Chippies you go to, you can get a Chinese Chippy.
See, now, go on. I'll let you carry
on. No. So I won't be arguing it, but I'm just going to put out there, like, any of our Chippies around here will automatically do Chinese meals. And they are reasonable price. So you can get a lot for a reasonable price, where I think Greg's prices are up there, are really high. I think it's fair to say. I think you're looking at $1.90 or something now for a sausage roll. I'm not even going to price the steak bakes up because I think they're over £2.
Yeah, like especially in Palm Bakery. Not Palm Bakery anymore, like £3 Bakery.
Palm Bakery started off
doing well. In with a false sense. They're like 2 sausage rolls for £1. You're like, this is boss, say you don't need them anymore.
Exactly.
And then they were decent as well. They were like the rival, the Greg sausage, like Greg sausage rolls are like
iconic.
Premier League.
They are
they're
iconic.
Like they're just up there. They're like they win. But when Palm Bakery first started, the sausage rolls were belter. Like everyone was sad. But as they've like got the foot in the market, standards have slipped. I'm not afraid to admit it. It's like now, it's hit and miss a sausage roll. Where Greg's, it's 10 out of 10 every time. It's perfection.
100%. I would say sausage rolls from Greg's, 100%. Palm Bakery used to be better, but now it's like the sausage seems smaller. There's more pastry. It flakes too much, and that is either it'll burn your mouth off, or I need to go home and warm this up.
And it's the same with the Cornish pasties as well. I'm a Cornish pasty fan. I love a Cornish pasty. It's guilty pleasure, but yeah, I just noticed it's like a free bentos. They're all pastry.
Yeah.
They're all fat and no gas. It's just they're not good.
What do you think of a Freight Bentos?
Just like a pan bakery sausage roll, to be honest with you. Just this, it's a lot of pastry and not a lot of
Yeah.
filling, and it's but with Greg's, I can't say that about Greg's. I feel like Greg's is a home run every time.
So if you're going to a bakery, what is your go-to? What do you order?
Depends what mood I'm in. Like the girls, like my youngest, she's the like fussy eater. Like so, Palm Bakery starts doing like chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Chicken nuggets that like both my girls like will demolish a pack of like a box of chicken nuggets. But for me, let's say I'm a Cornish pasty guy. Sausage, you mean bake, and depend if you go say. And this is another good thing about the opening times, because if I go like in the morning, so I've done the school run, and I feel like a bacon butty, you can get like a bacon bap, and it's just like it's not like your Mackey's bacon, but
Yes.
it's still warm and it's filling, it's comfort food. But then if you go in the afternoon, you've got like, you can get pizza and you can get like, just the selections.
The bakery does have a lot of
Yeah.
variety, where I think mine's more a nice meal, but you can have it as a lunchtime snack.
Another unique like selling point for me as well, it's like the smell when you walk in a bakery. Like when my dad was alive, we used to go to this bakery. I've been trying to remember that since you said about coming on and fighting about bakeries. Can't think what it's called, but it was about 10 minutes from Liverpool's ground. And we used to go in over like an afternoon, and because my dad knew the girls and used to sell them like cleaning products,
Yeah.
we'd go through the back and mate, it just smelled like heaven, fresh bread and donuts and cakes, and it was just like you just floated in, the smell just got you. But you don't have that with a Chippy. It's
For where I am, I can smell fresh bread every morning.
Yeah.
For where I am, unknown location anyway. But with a Chippy, the smell of a Chippy will float you through them doors. If you're at lunchtime, you can go and light like a cone of chips. I think for me, you always have to get some curry sauce as well. I know I'll win because on sauces, on sides.
Yeah.
We've got curry, we've got gravy, we've got Irish curry, we've got the fruity curry, you got peas. Depending if you're in Wigan, you get pea wet, which is the water of the pea, which for me is disgusting.
Yeah.
But have you noticed? Oh, I don't know if that's classed as a chippy. Mainly, if you go to a chippy, you can get a Wigan kebab, meat and potato pie,
in a balm, yeah.
in a buttered balm. But that's got to be lukewarm.
Yeah, because you want to enjoy it. If it's piping hot, it's...
Well, I tried one not so long ago, and it looked. I said, "How long's they been out?" They said, "About half an hour, 40 minutes." I said, "Sound." Stick it on a buttered balm, put it on. Honestly, I felt the skin off the roof of my mouth was coming off, and I was just like, I can't enjoy it now.
Same, mate. I've done the same with a pie before. It's like when they're in there, like the little hot ovens or whatever they're called, that like waiting to be. You think, oh, they're not like draw comparisons from like a bakery where they're on the day where you can see them, but when you get them, they're not hot. But in a chippy, they are piping hot.
Yeah,
and they could have been made like an hour ago or 5 minutes. You won't know because they're like the hot and the steam.
Yeah. See, I do like a chippy where you go in there and the chips have been sat there for a bit, so you're not getting the rock hard, freshly made, and it's like you're when you're putting it in. You just want to get in there and you can go straight in. But the variety of the chippy, you can have fish and chips, you can have sausage and chips, you can have a sausage dinner, which chips, sausage, gravy, and mushy peas. I do change my gravy for curry because just I'm a curry person. What meals? So you've got the fish. You can do battered sausage, depending on where about the country are. For me, anything battered, it's not. Apart from the fish, that's I think it's more cultural. Like in Scotland, they batter Mars bars and all sorts.
If you can get it in the fryer and put a bit of batter on it.
Well, there is a program on YouTube, isn't it? It says, "Does it fry?" The Scottish like it. He will deep fry anything. They got a McDonald's and they deep fry it to McDonald's just to see what it tastes like battered.
Seen the latest thing I've seen was a cabbage cream egg. I don't know what it tastes. I didn't wasn't like privy to, but I just seen the video and I thought, no,
See,
novel
I've
for
just
me.
done an Easter special. I argued against the cream egg because I'm not a fan of cream eggs.
I think it'd be quite nice, but once you're on your second and your third bite, it's sickly, and then you've got the
I always said a cream egg is a one bite. You could bite it
yeah.
because once you get into the middle of all that sugar and I don't even know what's inside it. It just looks like marshmallow. Looks like ooze.
It's just like basically refined sugar with like two types of food colouring, white and orange, and then
It's
Kim,
disgusting.
we had show on about Cadbury's, and they would like making the cream eggs, and it's just like they even say it's like they're the sweetest product because it's the amount of sugar they use for the film. They're all right, but yeah,
So when you take your missus and the kids and you go out for a day trip into Blackpool, are you going, oh, should we go to a bakery and get some food? You know, you're going to that fit, you're getting fresh
yeah,
fish and chips from the pier.
yeah, I agree. But because you're going to a seaside town and fish and chips and a seaside are like they go hand in hand.
What is a bakery then? Wigan.
No, I think a bakery is just it's got no airs and graces. It's just it is what it is. It's there and
See,
it's
with us,
convenient.
we're all the way from the UK. I know there's numerous bakeries, but I think there's more Chippies open, and you can't fail with a golden.
So I disagree with that. I don't think there are many chippies open because once you start like a lot of the chippies, if you like, when they start doing like kebabs, pizzas, it's no longer a chippy, it's a takeaway.
That's a takeaway, but
That's a takeaway.
I'm on about your traditional chip shop.
I don't think there is many of them around
like
now.
we used to have the Connie Chippy,
Yeah.
so
And
that's
that's
not
a takeaway now.
that's not a chippy
Yeah.
anymore. Even though when it first opened, my sister said try it, and I thought, no, well, I think it was like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I asked for cheesy chips. They give me chippy chips with cheese on it. It rubbed me the wrong way.
No.
It just rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, my daughter loved it, and I just
Yeah.
went, no, chippy chips are separate chips than
Yeah.
that. So I think they're mashing the two together, which is wrong.
I'm the same. It's like you can't beat a proper chippy chip. Like when you have like a takeaway and it's like French fries. French fries are all right, but if I go to a chippy and say I order fish and chips, I want proper fat, greasy, like mushy chips, proper chips,
Yeah.
and want to stick it on a piece of Warburton's with like a load of butter and.
I don't even want it in a
comfort food.
tray. I want a traditional in an old newspaper. You can read as you eat.
Well, my auntie, when she was still alive, God bless her, she used to do the old, proper old fashioned way. Frying pan full of lard, fried the chips in it, a little bit of kitchen roll, dried them off, and then a cone, newspaper cone. And, there you go, loads of salt.
Have you noticed everyone's got a chippy story, but nobody's got a bakery story? Everyone can talk about a chippy they've been to, but they never go, oh, do you remember that bakery? Well, apart from the one you just said, but you relate that to your dad. But that's not like a story you would pop up in a conversation if we're talking about food. If we're talking about food, you always say like, oh, like the Metropolis or Atropolis, whatever it's called in Ormskirk.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many chippies outside Anfield where you can go, they do good curry in it. That one in Up Holland, that does Irish fruity curry. And fruity curry for me is number one.
I've never had it, I don't think.
A fruity curry, do you know what? It'll change your life.
Don't tell a lie. The Connie Chippy back in the day,
Yeah.
they used to use like,
Yeah.
they used to put orange peel and stuff in it.
So, I can't even describe how nice the fruity curry is. It's just got that bit in it, and different flavours will hit you at different times, and it just goes well with chips. Vinegar first, salt afterwards, so the salt sticks to the chips. The amount of times I've seen people put salt on, then dose it in vinegar, you're just washing the salt away.
As good as a chippy is, I could eat bakery 3 times a day, 7 days a week. If you done that with a chippy, my lifespan's going to be considerably longer than yours.
They're both not healthy. They're both not healthy foods.
No.
But don't forget, you're going in there and saying, you're not just asking for one sausage roll. You have to get another pastry good to go with it, or a sandwich, because it's not going to fill you up.
And that you've just made. Go on. Sorry, I'll let you.
Then you're like, well, if I've had my main, well, I deserve a dessert. So you say, oh, I'll have a donut. Actually, I can get a multi-pack of donuts. So you're having 5 donuts. You're going to get yourself a drink. You're going to run up a nice little bill. Where you can just go to the chippy and say, I want something that's going to fill me. I can have a curry and chips. that'll do me. I'll have a sausage dinner. That will do you for
Yeah,
the
but
day. You will get a bit fatigued, but it's value for
a
money.
good thing about a bakery, and like in comparison to a chippy for me, is the end of the day. So like if you're a chippy, you're not gonna make like a fresh batch of chip. If you're closing at 9 o'clock, you're not gonna make a fresh batch of chips at 8:30. So you're just gonna use what you've got left, or you're gonna make a small amount. But with a bakery, if they like make so many, at the end of the day, you just got loads
Well,
to get rid of.
think about this way. Depending on the chippy, if you're a popular chippy and you're in and out of the door all day, you will know by if a week goes past and you go like, I know we're busy on Wednesdays, we're definitely busy on Fridays. We're all busy till we're shut. Some of the chippies in on Ormskirk on Saturday, they're as soon as I think 11 o'clock till 9 o'clock at night, they're constantly people in. They done a good curry as
But
well.
you get your footfall there, don't you? But what I was going back to, when like you said some words that make it just sparks into my head. Have you ever had a good to go box, a good for you box?
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
actually.
mate.
So you can't fail with the Greg's too. Is it too good to go?
Something like that, yeah.
So I need to try the Sayers one because I know there's a Sayers in the wild in Sandy Lane. There's no others in
Yeah.
Skem apart from that one Sandy
Yeah.
Lane, and they're on the too good to go app.
Hit and miss them. We've been twice. Once it was like the bag was like bulging. The other time it was like sparse. But
It's just stuff what's like nothing worth having.
yeah, and like
bread
and like bams and like a custard slice that's been out since 8 o'clock in the morning or something. You think
Yeah,
custard's probably a little bit crusty now. I don't know if I want that.
yeah.
But now, by and large, in general, like them good to go boxes from the bakery are banging.
Well, I know they do Subway do a version, but I don't know how that works. We were discussing it. I know they sell the bread, but then they also do sandwiches. So how does that work? Because if it's you order your own sandwich, how will he sell the sandwiches?
That's a good question. I know when the one in Old Skem,
Mm-hmm.
it's a pizza one now, but before that it was like the what's it called, Cinnabon.
Yes, Cinnabon.
Oh,
I know.
mate. Good to go box
so,
from there.
To be honest,
Wow.
I'm so glad it went because I was spending 22 quid every other week.
Yeah.
Because I just say you can't just get one. You're like, I'll get the box, and it's like, well, just for like a couple of quid more, I can get more. And then I get one. I'm like, oh, then I'm like, I can smell it. I need more. It was too moreish, and I think it was a hit, but because of the cost,
well, we got it on a good to go, a good for
Yeah.
you thing, and we got like a full, but it was either 12 or 24. These little cinnamon and there was only I think I ate them every single one, like enough because like no one wanted them. It was just like I was just like Homer Simpson, like that.
Well, in a plus note, you can do that at the bakery. You can go and get yourself your donuts. I only think what's it? Greg's and Sayers do the best cakes, but the cake prices now are silly prices.
Yeah.
But overall, I do think Chippy is a better alternative. It's filling, it's cheaper, and you just have to get a plain bag of chips, salt and vinegar. You can get, well, have you seen the large ones you can get from, what's that one? The Dolphin in Old Scam?
Yeah.
You can ask for a bag of chips. I think last time I got one, it was like $2.60. It was a carrier bag full of chips.
No, come on.
I shit you not. A carrier bag. It wasn't like just emptied into it.
Yeah.
The bag filled the carrier bag. Next time you go to the Dolphin.
Yeah.
Just order a large bag of chips, and you can get onion gravy. But it's like you do that, and it's taking a minute or two to come out. It's thick and it's so good. That bag of chips, I'd say 15% are like little tiny crispy ones. They are a full good portion. So anytime anyone goes there, it's like, give me a large chips and a tub of gravy, and I'm not sharing.
Yeah. Sound that.
But you can't share your bakery. We can share chips. You can go and get a portion of chips, a large one, and share it between two.
Yeah, but a steak bake or like a sausage roll is like it's like it's not meant to be shared.
It's a hand solo.
But you can get cake. You can get cakes, then you can share the cake. So you can
buy unless you go into Palm Bakery where you get two for the price of one, which is, if you look at the prices now, it's not for the price of one. You're just buying two cakes.
Yeah.
That's when you can share. I can go off on a large sausage. You don't have to, but I can do. I can get a large portion of chips, a large sausage, break it in half, share the chips, and I've got 2 meals for the price of one, and it's value for money. Shall I go into how good a fresh battle leaf fish is?
You don't need to. I'm a fan of a
You can
fish.
get a small one or you can get a large one. I'm just going to point out Blackpool, straight on the sea. Don't know if it technically comes from there because I've seen the sea. It looks vile, but freshly, lightly battered fish from there. They're always about 3-4 inches wide, long, very lightly battered. You got it. There's loads of fish. Don't even need that many chips. You can have a small chips, large fish, mushy peas on the side, carton of curry, just to dip it in, and it's, like I say, it's English.
You want to go to Southport, the Sangrinder next to the fair. It's such a good chippy. It's bad because if you go in the summer or like on a nice day,
Yeah,
you're waiting 30 minutes, 40 minutes because the queue's that long. So it's good, but it's bad because you have to wait 40 minutes in a bakery. You're just in house, you vet by the time you're still queuing up.
I know. The time you've held it in your hand that long, it's gone warm from when you get it, from when it's cold.
And I could probably even say to you, I'm just going to Palm Bakery and then come back, get us a portion of chips because that didn't fill me up.
Do you know why? But you can sit there and you can smell it and you're like, I'm getting excited now. My belly's rumbling. I'm like, my eyes are getting bigger in my belly. I'm like, I wonder what they've got. You look at the menu. And you're like, what else can I get? Because I'm that hungry. Your eyes are getting, and that smell is getting to you.
Yeah, but what if like you have a big meal from a chippy? It's like you feel like wrote off for like the next, especially like because I'm a certain age now. I'm not spring chicken anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like heartburn and indigestion are a factor for me.
Well,
And
I'm not at that point yet.
It's only 2 years away, mate. Come on.
I know, but I don't get that. But I know my eyes are bigger than my belly. But depending on the time of day, if it's a lunchtime, I'm not getting a massive fish and chips. If I do, I'm going for a sleep like an hour later because it'll fill. So if I'm out and about, I'm in Blackpool, I'll get a small fish, small chips. Or if I'm on the go, a cone of chips or just a normal chip sausage. Eat the sausage first, but you gotta be careful on that seaside. Them seagulls will go for your food.
We were in Beaumaris not last week, the week before, and we went to Chippy and got a like big fish and chips, but like £13 for a fish now.
I think that's a London price there. I think
It's Wales.
Wales.
Yeah, Beaumaris by Anglesey. Well, actually in Anglesey, to be honest with you.
I think last time we was in Real, we had a fish and chips. It was good, but it was a bit pricey. But I think the cost of living now, everything's shot up from when we were younger. I could go swimming and get a portion of chips and a packet of 40 stickers, and I could have with £2.
Simpler times, mate.
55p to get into the swim bats.
What I will say though, like, and you're going back about memories of chippies, when we were in primary school and we'd go swimming and like you'd get off the bus and you'd walk along and you just get greeted with that smell of the curry from the chippy as you walked into.
But as soon as you get out the swim bats, the first place you can see is people like, oh, I'm gonna go and get some sweets. You've got to walk past that chippy without going, oh, I can get a cone of chips for like 60p. And you look and you're like, what else can I get for 60p? You couldn't go to you couldn't get a sausage roll for 60p.
You could if you'd got it and then legged it. You get it from home.
Well, in the concourse at the time, we did have Greg's, Sayers, and Hampson's. Do you remember Hampson's?
Hampson's, carrot cake from Hampson's was.
I love a carrot cake. Absolutely adore a carrot. I think that's one of my favourite cakes.
Back in, was it Hampton when it was
in the corner next to what everyone wants?
Yeah. Was that what it was? Yeah.
But that was more like a bakery style where they'd done the freshly made bread and they was just mainly selling bread. They do the odd
it's like
bit.
a greenhalls, isn't it? Well, it's like a proper traditional.
Well, Hampson's is part of Sayers. That's why they had a Sayers down there. And Hampson's basically, if you went to Sayers and ask for bread, they'll send you to Hampson's. But you've got greenhalls. Or what's the other one beginning with a G?
Yeah, I don't know.
Galloway's.
That's a Wigan one. That's your pies, isn't it?
Yeah, but Wigan's known for its pies. Like, I'd done some work for Dave Whelan and he had his own pie factory. Yeah, Pool's Pies it was called. So if you went to Morrison's and you get them pack of pies in a packet, that's where it came from, Pool's Pies. From the stadium, from if you went and watched a Wigan match, they're from his factory. But I used to get them for 15p because when we worked in the factory, they just, any of them that was slightly overcooked, ever so slightly, they'll sell them off for 15p. I used to get massive apple pies for like 25p to 50p.
Bargain that.
Oh, absolutely. It was a treat for everyone. But you can get them huge pies. Like you can get a little custard slice or a massive custard slice. No, is it custard slice? Custard tart?
Yeah.
Egg custard. That's what I'm talking about. An egg custard. You can get a variety of pies in the bakery. So if you take away the sweets and we go directly just to main food, sausage roll, pasties, pies, sandwiches. Ours is just generally hot food, isn't it? Which I'll just stick to chips, fish, sausage. I won't even touch the burgers. I'll just leave it as that. And the sides, gravy, curry, peas.
Can't believe you haven't mentioned scallops.
No, I won't even touch it. For me, if I'm going to Chippy, they're the only ones I'd touch because I think that's not my food palette. It's what I grew up on. Is that that's what you get from the Chippy. Like I won't get any battered burgers from there because for me, a burger is not a Chippy. Chippy's fish and chips. Sausage has been thrown in there. You can't be a good sausage.
Well, beg your pardon.
But I do have some facts and history of here. Let me just read this out.
Lay it on me.
Right, the origin of the fish and chip shop was founded in around 1860s. The key moment was the fried fish from the Jewish immigrants and chips combination came to a working class staple. And what have we got for? Have we actually got one for you? I think I've got one. Let me just read out the Chippy one first. A Chippy sells average of 10,000 fish, and I think there's 10,000 fish and chip shops in the UK, and they bring in between 1.2 and 1.5 billion yearly. That's a lot for fish and chips.
It's a lot of fish.
But that's from, I'm assuming, from the bottom half of the UK, say Southampton, all the way up to, how far does the UK go now? Is it Newcastle? Just past Newcastle?
Carlisle?
It's Carlisle more English.
I think so, yeah. I think it's like the last.
I think
Well,
last time I
Carlisle
was
and then you hit Scotland, don't you?
I know last time I was in Carlisle, it was more Scottish there. What should we also say? I do think we've got something. Let me just look at my notes. Anything else you want to say about the bakery?
No, I'm quite happy with what I've said there, really. No, I'm alright.
Right. What do we say about bakery? I think I did have something about bakery here. Yeah, a bakery is originated by ancient Egypt on making bread, and obviously your bakery style, your pastries and your croissants and everything was from France. Backdates thousands of years ago, but it's been evolved into a global everyday food. Yada yada yada. A bakery is worth about 4 or 5 billion plus yearly because of trains like Greggs and Sayers and so on. And it's a massive daily demand for breakfast and lunch. Unlike the Chippy, we only open 11. Usually open from early hours to late. So I think you're open more so more people can come in. But I think ours is in demand. You're getting people who are checking the clock, waiting outside for Chippies to open, especially as a tradesman where you're looking for that Chippy, just that bit of warm food, keep you going throughout the day. You got your Friday Chippy teas. Anytime you're on a trip, if you're celebrating, you're like, should we have a bakery tea or should we have a Chippy tea?
Yeah, but before you're saying tea, but a bakery isn't like a tea food. You can have like bakery breakfast, lunch. Don't think it's filling enough.
So bakery's more of a snack than an actual meal, like a Chippy. Because like you say, you eat through it, and half an hour later, you go, I'm starving. I want something to eat now. Unless you buy a lot from a bakery, it won't fill you up. And a lot of pastry is not very good for you. I know a massive amount of chips, which you don't really need because a portion of chips will fill you up. But the more pastries, like if you have 2-3 pies in a go, you might. I do feel sick.
If I had 2 or 3 pies, I wouldn't need something to eat in a few hours. I'd be alright.
That's what I'm saying. Even that's not good for you though. That much pastry. I know the
Got the
chips are
gym,
exactly
runned
healthy.
off. Got 2 kids. Make running time. I'll be alright.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like convenience. Like just shovel 4 sausage rolls in my mouth. It's not healthy, but you know.
One thing I do like about bakery though, I think it's Greenall's. They do a mean spicy veggie soup. Only some like Greg's used to do soup. They don't do soup now anymore.
No good. Green. I've got a story about a bakery.
Go on then,
Okay,
lay it on me.
so about how many years ago now? About 14 years ago, the first time I had a collapsed lung, I was in Southport Hospital, and I went in, and I'd been to a festival, um, me and my mate Phil, and basically we took a tent. That was it. First time we'd ever camped. I'd been to a festival and we camped. So
A few
they
beverages.
just, what was 75 million. So we didn't take a ground sheets, sleeping bags. Not impractical. It was just we slept in a tent.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah,
Not lying on the floor.
yeah. So I had a cold. Wasn't well for a couple of weeks anyway. Long story short, didn't work. This one day, a lad come behind me and like grabbed me like that, and as he hit me, I just keeled over, hit the floor. Went to the hospital for a collapsed lung. So, long story short, I'm in hospital for 2 weeks. I went in on the Thursday. From the Thursday till the Sunday, I didn't eat, didn't feel well, felt rough. The lung was just killing me and just off me head and medications sort the pain out. And our Kimberly worked in Greenhalls, and she brought me in what was it? You know, like just like a bun with the icing on top, and that was the first thing I ate.
It's like a
about,
Chelsea bun.
yeah, but like just like it's just like a
Yeah.
yeah,
So is it like a thick bun like that, layer of icing
yeah,
maybe, and a cherry?
and a cherry
Chelsea
on top.
bun.
Is that what they
Yeah,
call it?
Chelsea
Right?
bun.
So yeah, she brought me one of them in, and it was like the the best thing I'd ever ate. It was like, oh no, it was the second thing. On the Sunday, they come round, like, do you want a roast dinner? And I was like, oh, you know what, roast dinner does sound good, like. So I was like, what, would like chicken or would you like beef? And I was like, oh, it's gotta be chicken. You can't get chicken, can't get a chicken roast wrong. They brought this food out. It was sandwich chicken, a lump of lumpy mash, and the gravy was lumpy. And I looked at it and started crying. And my mum come in and was like, right, we'll get you the mackies or something. I don't want a mackie, I'm not hungry. But the next day, I Kimberly come in with this cake, and honest to God, just like,
I argue it's in our very first episode in season 1 that a roast dinner is so hard to make. So when they described, do you want a roast, do you want a chicken roast, we'll get you one, and it just comes disappointing because it's hard to prepare. I argued this. I argued against it. I reckon big breakfasts
yeah,
should trump.
it's a lot of work, isn't it, for a meal? It's like, you're
It's, a lot of
talking over
it's
an
not
hour.
that. It's a lot of pressure. Like if you're
Yeah.
making a Christmas roast, it's a lot of pressure.
That's the missus makes the roast. But it's like, the last couple of years, it's like, it's an all-day affair. It's like, say you prepped it, you get your meats out, you cook the meats the night before, you prep everything, and it's
That's what I'm saying.
just in the kitchen all
It's
day.
like a 6-hour preparation and cook. But depending on what you've got, you're washing dishes in between because otherwise
That's where I come in. That's my
them dishes pile up
Yeah.
quick and fast, don't they? And then as soon as you've eaten, your food coma kicks in. You're like, oh, I've got to clean up all that mess, and I can't be bothered, and I can't leave it overnight. And then
Yeah.
you feel sluggish. You feel disgusted that I shouldn't have had that much when you've cooked it, knowing that you're going to eat it, but then you feel terrible because you've got to move about.
It's a good thing to make extra because that second roast, it used to, when I was a kid, it was always turkey butt in the night, but now it's like, it's that second roast, that's better. Because the first one you have, it's like, that's all you had to work of, like the
To
missus
make it
makes the
perfect,
roast,
isn't
yeah.
it?
So she's putting her like blood, sweat, and tears into that roast. So because if it's crap, it's like Christmas Day's ruined. Especially our age, because we don't get
Yeah.
presents, so we all we're bothered out is food and drink. And if that Christmas dinner's rubbish, the Santa hasn't been. There's no such thing as Santa, is there? And so it's that
Disclaimer,
second
folks,
roast.
there is a Santa somewhere.
There is, but if your roast's moody and rubbish, then
It feels like he's not there.
Anyway, with digression. But that second roast, it's like there's no pressure on it. It's like, especially if it was an alright roast, it's like, I'll just have that in it. It's just the way it is.
So I know you
The
can get
wheels.
get bad roasts, like you can get a bad big breakfast, but I think you would tend to get more bad roasts than you would
The only
get a big breakfast.
the only thing though you can get wrong on a brekkie is maybe undercook an egg or overcook an egg. If you
No.
want a runny egg and it's like
See,
there's no yolk.
my bacon is put it in, flip it again, you serve it. I hate it crispy.
Oh no,
Oh, you're not the person who puts the bacon under the grill.
it's air fryer now, mate.
Air fry, it's basically, you look at it and it'll snap.
That's
It's
how
like
I want it.
it's like
I want the fat to like crunch in my mouth.
No, it's like a teenager's tea towel next to his bed. You tuck it, it just smashes into pieces.
That's what you want.
No, we don't.
Yeah, the fat especially. Yeah.
No, when you're cooking it in a frying pan, you see that little bit of white coming off. You ever just
No, it makes me
taste?
no.
No, try it one time. Just touch that little bit of white. What's just coming away, and it's in the pan. It's 100% pure bacon taste.
No, it's better once it's crispy.
Don't you want to like chew something instead of just going? It's like broken glass in your mouth. That's what it's crunching like. And what if it hits one of your gums and it sticks in it? You're like, you don't get that one any part of the big breakfast.
That when it comes to it. But I'll be
You-
alright. No, crisp. Not like. I just like to be precise. I just like the fat to be crisp. Like I don't mind if the bacon is as well. I don't mind that I'll eat it, but I can't have the fat like cooked on a heated argument.
Well,
it's just not nice.
My argument was like, part of my health kick. If I'm cooking bacon now, I do cut the fat off. Back in the day, I would just
Get the
leave
medallions. There's no cutting it.
Have you seen the price of the medallions compared to normal bacon? And it doesn't feel like just getting the medallion like that doesn't feel like bacon. You need that little shriveled up bit at the end.
Yeah, but it needs to be crisp.
It doesn't. Oh,
So do you not like pork scratchings?
no.
Oh my days!
Listen, we are gonna do a pub food special where
Get
it'll
me
be
in.
lighting around on like nuts, pork scratchings, any food sides what you get round a bar at a pub. No, if you're having a drink and you get something, I'm gonna do like a lighting around, 4 different rounds of 4 different foods. I'm gonna have that, but I will say you'll have to come back on and argue sausage versus bacon, because if you're that strong on bacon, I reckon sausage would take it. I know bacon is so iconic.
I'll come in for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think final thoughts on the bakery. Any final thoughts? What you can say out to make your case for a bakery?
It's just better. Just you don't feel bloated. You don't feel like you've took 10 years off your life if you've had like a big, like one of them good for you boxes. If you've had one of them and you've demolished like a couple of sausage rolls, maybe a steak bake, maybe there's a.
For me, it's a snack trying to be food. I don't think it's proper food. Where a chippy's like a meal. You can have a light lunch with a cone of chips, a small sausage. You had to go back at night, a large chips, large sausage, a large fish, small chips. There's a variety of different sizes to fill your needs. It's proper food.
But like back when we used to go out all the time, it's like if I was getting up for college and like going to college, 4 sausage and bean pasty, you used to get like there used to be, I don't know, there were 50, 55, 2 for £1.10 in Wigan because I went to Wigan College. 4 of them,
4 sausage rolls in the back.
And you used to just go and eat them, and then I'd go and like do my lesson. And
do you know why you done that? No Chippy was open.
Yeah, but I was hungover. I just wanted like something. Something
Everyone
warm.
knows when you're hungover, something greasy makes you feel better. How many people How many people have a Mackey's brekkie when they're hungover? People crave a Mackey's when they're hungover.
People, but no one's hungover in the morning and goes, "Oh, I just need a fish and chips there and maybe a sausage and a."
No one ever says, "Oh, I'm craving a sausage roll." No,
but what
they crave fat. They want full fat Coke. They want greasy food, something where it's shit food making your shit mood feel better. Shit food, shit mood feel better.
That you've just described, like basically like a sausage and bean pasty or a Cornish pasty, one of them.
I know, but then I'll be like, oh, I've got to warm this up now, so it just feels like I've got it out the fridge.
Oh no, I disagree. See, if you've been out say like you go out in the afternoon and you go home and you get a chippy and you want to have a chippy and you probably don't wake up with an hangover the next day. But no, it's just the bakery. It's one of them as well. I'm up early and go to bed early, so I'm designed for a bakery. I've got a bakery body.
Right. Well, for me, my final thought is fish and chips. The chippy is a UK staple. It's the most popular thing, especially at peer foods, a Friday night special treat. I don't know.
See, but you've just it's a Friday night special, and it's probably more of a
And a
special now
Saturday.
because the price is like gone up.
But it's a sat. Well, I wouldn't say I'll have it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I couldn't do that. I couldn't even do that with a bakery. I think it's the now and then treats. But even when you were younger, our options was a Mackey's or a Chippy.
Yeah, and that was like your weekend treat. But
It's a nice
you
weekend
could
treat.
you could like if you're in work and you like stop off and you go, oh, there's a Greg's or there's a Galloway's. Oh, I'll just go in and get a butty and a cup of soup.
As a tradesman, I seek out a Chippy. I'll accept a bakery if I see it, depending if I'm travelling far. But if I know, oh, there's Greg's, 5 minutes down the road to Chippy, I'm making that 5 minute trip because I know I'll get booked for my money. I'll be fuller, but I can eat half a bag of chips or a cone of chips. And to a point where I'm feeling full, I can leave them. Where I'll eat a sausage roll and I'm like, I should have got another sausage roll because I am hungry. It's not like I'm
But
fat
you're
and
at an age
greedy.
where you know if one sausage roll is not going to fill you, you don't go in and go, I'll just have one sausage roll, please.
I know, but as I'm trying to look at watch me weight, I shouldn't be eating sausage rolls anyway.
You're a tradesman, so you're on the go for like constantly. So your metabolism should like just burn a sausage roll like
I
that.
bloody wish.
So I sit at an office all day, so like my metabolism's like doesn't work at all.
Well, we both go to the gym, we both work out, but we still need to watch what we're eating. What we're arguing is not good enough for what we need to eat.
No.
But it's the special pleasures. It's a special treat. A chippy's more of a treat. So what I'll do now is we'll go to the polls. Let's see if I can get the results. Are you confident, Wayne?
Yeah, I didn't know Poland had chippies.
Well,
I didn't know Poland had chippies.
oh no, the public has decided. They pick our fate. We just argue the fact. Right, let me see. Right. The results are in. Over Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok stories, we put a poll out. And Facebook voted Chippy. Instagram voted Chippy. And TikTok voted Chippy. So the percentage is 39%. Sorry. 93% said Chippy. 7% said bakery.
Nah.
So the Chippy absolutely dominates at 93%.
I disagree. Zuckerberg, the lizard, controls all them. So
that's not a win. That is a wipeout.
No.
I've never seen such a one-sided debate.
No,
it
wasn't one-sided.
What?
They're just your voters are just staffed.
That is put along amongst our fans on all us on their Facebook pages, on TikTok. This is tagged globally, and this is people voting in, and
They need the red test.
The people have spoken.
But hang on a minute, you said a lot of your watchers are from like America, and that they have like proper bakeries.
Have you watched Snack Wars on YouTube? No. So you'll get different celebrities, like when they've got movies coming out, they come and try this, go on Snack Wars. So they compare the UK food to their home country, and they try a fish and chips versus one of their meals, like a sloppy Joe, and they're like, this is actually good. The thought of fish and chips, like Will Smith was on it, and he tried jellied eels with who's that London director?
Simon Jordan.
No, gangster movie one.
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie was on it, so he loved jellied eels.
Yeah.
So he tried a Philly cheesesteak and he tried jelly eels. It's not for everyone, but he said that's his local cuisine.
Yeah.
So they tried fish and chips. Most of them tried fish and chips. Like they tried Greg's. I mean, a Greg's sausage roll is one of the best treats.
Well, when now you mention a Greg's sausage roll, that Kalani ghost hunter, he come over like last year or the year before, and he said like a Greek sausage roll changed his life.
Do you know how good a Greek sausage roll is? They're now serving them on airlines. On the
Yeah.
planes, yeah.
See, there you go. You can't get fish and chips on an aeroplane, can you?
Yeah, depending where you're flying. If you go on to the Abu Dhabi flights, I'm
Well,
sure
yeah.
you get
You
something
get anything
different.
from there, like, can't you?
Right, well, I think that's it for today. I am still reigned winner. This is my belt from last season where I destroyed Dan. Nine wins over 4. So Dan's not here this season to compete for this. So this will stay tight with me until he can come back, and we'll have different guests on different weeks. So they can admire it, but if they want to come and challenge me, they need to come for a full season. So I've been Steve.
I've been Wayne.
And thank you. We'll see you next time. Ta-da. Right, for this week's shout out, we've got Lawn Strike Garden Maintenance. The garden maintenance you can trust. It's based in the West Lancs, where they're passionate about creating a neat, healthy and beautiful striped lawns. From regular grass cutting to the edging of the full garden, tidy ups, Lawn Strike provides a reliable, friendly service tailored to your outdoor space. Whether it's a weekly maintenance or a seasonal refresh, they've got your garden covered. I have actually used these once before. They're on my front and back garden. They were cheap, reasonable, very good at communication. For the first time in a while, I seen stripes in my front garden. They edged up really nice. They de-weeded all me little flower beds, and it just looked really awesome. Just for, I'd say, under an hour, it was well worth it. It just turned it around. My back garden was terrible. I paid a bit extra. They got new soil in it. They turned everything over, put new plants in there, took all the weeds out, which was terrible. The back garden now looks immense. I would highly recommend them. So what we're going to do, we'll put a link in the description, and then we can see you then. Right, that'll be for me. Ta-da.
Yeah. Oh, food fight, step up to the mic, calling out the food you love and you don't like. 2 plates enter, 1 wins the fight. Who's got the flavor? Food fight, decide. Oh.